everybody. Welcome to Tuesday's at-home workout presented to you by Progression Fitness. It's Coach Nick here to take you through our day. Let's get started. First things first, as always, we start with our Greasy Groove practice. That's where I ask you to do 10 sets of an exercise throughout the day for just several reps, maybe a few more than that, just to continue to maintain and practice our strength, as well as maybe even get better at some functional movements. Today, our practice is going to be single leg squats. Okay, there's a lot of different ways to do these. The variation I demo in the video is called a pistol or single leg squat. Extremely difficult. If you thought, hey, this is easy though, you could always upscale by holding a weight, going slower, doing a 1 1/4 single leg squat. That'd be pretty awful. And vice versa, you could also do a single leg squat from like a bench or a couch or a chair, or even just a heavy goblet squat, okay, for 4 to 5 reps today. You're gonna do that on the left and the right, again, every 30 minutes today throughout your day for 10 sets. The goal and the reason we do this or recommend this practice is because if nothing else gets done today as far as your exercise and fitness goes, at least you did this, okay? That's the thinking behind it. Go ahead and start your first set of Grease the Groove today, and we'll meet back for our warm-up. Let's go ahead, folks. Let's get outside for 10 to 15 minutes of any kind of cardio. You can bike, walk, jog, run, a combination of those things. And then when you come back in, I'm going to ask you to do the following, okay? Quick note, it is important today on your run or when you're outside warming up to figure out a 400-meter distance, okay? If you're not going to be running or jogging or a combination of those today, I need you to figure out during your warm-ups for the 90 seconds to 2 minutes of any kind of movement. So think jumping jacks, mountain climbers, 3, 2, 1. If you aren't going to be running today, I need you to think in your warm-up, what could you do in place of that for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes? Movements that come to mind: jumping jacks, Jane Fonda's, mountain climbers, toe taps to an object, you name it. Something that gets your heart rate up. Stair steps, if you have a set of stairs, run those, make sure it's safe. Think of those. That's going to come important way later today for our workout. Once you get back inside from that 10 to 15 minutes of warm-up movement, go ahead. I'd like you to go through 4 times of the following, okay? 20 crawl steps, so any kind of crawl, leopard crawl, bear crawl, and literally just every time you move your hand and foot, that's 1, okay? Like in the video. Notice I don't have a ton of space, so you see me go forward, to the side, backwards, just move for 20 steps, literally, and then I want you to drop down, flip over, and do a 20-second hollow hold. Hollow hold, this is just the ground level or basic position, great for just engaging our abdominal muscles, right? I'm gonna have you crunch up first as hard as you can, then lift your feet just about 1 inch off the ground. You should be able to touch your toes to the floor still and hold that position. You should really feel your core start to engage and turn on by the end of 4 sets of this. Go ahead, let's get started with our warm-up. And welcome back from the warm-up. We're gonna go right into our strength portion today. We have some bodybuilding. Today's gonna be 12 minutes of 10 RDLs. Again, remember this movement starts from your hips and you hinge towards the ground from there. Your weight shouldn't touch the floor, whether you're using a dumbbell or a kettlebell. You should be hovering just off the ground and you should have constant tension on your hamstrings, your butt, and your lower back, okay? Slowly and control on this movement always. After that, you're gonna do 10 bicep curls. Any variation will do. If you're doing a single arm, do 10 on the left, 10 on the right. And then 10 tricep extensions. A lot of different ways to do it. In the video today, I take a knee. I mainly do that so I can fit the whole movement in the camera for you guys. But I also found that to be pretty comfortable on my low back. So don't hesitate to get down in that position. I was really able to brace my core. When I put my arms behind my head like that, it kind of forces you into, can force you into some extension if you have a tight upper back like I do. So that lunge position maybe is gonna help you engage your core just a little bit more today. Let's go ahead and let's start our strength work. Your goal is 4 rounds through RDLs, bicep curls, and tricep extensions today. Here we go. Welcome back from the strength portion, friends. Let's go ahead, let's get into our workout of the day. Today it's a 4-time workout. It's going to be the following. Your rep scheme is 25, 20, 15, 10 of renegade rows and push press. After each set, so let's start with our first set of 25 renegade rows, 25 push press, you're gonna go for a 400-meter run. Okay, remember earlier we talked about finding that run distance or making sure you had that target to run to. It's gonna be important because you're gonna do it 4 times today. All right, let's go back to the Renegade Row. Renegade Row, there's a lot of different movements I think that a couple that fall under this category. Some people know it as a push-up plus a row. Some people know it as like 4 rows. Today, all Renegade Row is gonna be is you're gonna be in a high plank position. You're gonna be locked out like you're at the top of a push-up, holding onto your 1 or 2 dumbbells as I demo in the video today. Okay, you can do it with either. If you have one, you just alternate back and forth. And each time you row the dumbbell, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on throughout this movement today, okay? You don't have to do push-up plus row, or 2 rows doesn't equal 1 rep. It's just 1 row equals 1 rep today, okay? That's a really good clarification. If you want to do more than that, you can. No, you don't have to, all right? After the Renegade Row push press, we're thinking just dip, drive, and press today. Make sure those weights are resting on your shoulder before you start your next rep. Biggest mistake I'll see on the push press, besides losing your core, is people going into the dip drive part before the dumbbells have even rested on their shoulders so they can reset for a good next repetition on the push press. Last but not least, the 400-meter run. That's pretty straightforward, jog, run, whatever you got. But if you're not a runner today, a lot of different options. Could you bike? Of course you could. Let's go more like 800 meters though if you're biking outside. If you're going to just move, you need to, hopefully in warm-ups, you're able to find 90 seconds to 2 minutes worth of movements. Why do I pick those numbers? Typically, that's what I see people run an average 400-meter run in. 90 seconds if you're a little faster, 2 minutes if you're a little bit slower. It's neither here nor there. I would probably go with the 2 minutes though if you're doing a conglomerate of like jumping jacks, mountain climbers, stair steps, you name it, okay? Go for time on that one and maybe figure out a total number of repetitions even that gets you to about that 2-minute mark consistently. That could be a fun way to do it, okay? So make sure you plan in your warm-up before you start this WOD, whatever you need for success. So finding those movements for in place of the 400-meter run, making sure you're comfortable with the push press, the Renegade rows. Remember, those can be done from your knees as well. If you don't have a dumbbell like I do, don't worry about it. You can do this with just about anything, right? Something you can grab onto and row. So that could be a bag, that could be a kettlebell, you name it, okay? That could even be, man, a plate or something like that. You could do that with a plate if that's all you have. So go ahead, make this, if all you have is a barbell, heck yeah, you could do bent over rows today. That'd be a blast. So with that being said, go ahead, set up for your workout. When you're ready, start it, and let's have a great workout today. Awesome workout today, friends. Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday and sticking with us here at Progression Fitness. Every day we wake up and we see all the comments and the nice comments and people logging workouts. We're so thankful for each and every one of you. So thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.